This video is for histograms for grouped data. Another name for this one could have been cumulative frequency graphs, because this is all about a thing called cumulative frequency. What cumulative frequency means is that cumulative means how adding together, and frequency means how often something happens. So cumulative is just adding it together as you go and getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Frequency is how often something happens. And in this case, we've got these graphs that show this data here, and they're showing only one of these graphs is correct. So you need to work out which one it is. So you need to look at the different ranges you've got here. In this case, we've got from 1 to 10 as our first range, and see how many items are in that first range. Well, looking at the data here, there's 4, and that's the only number that comes in the range from 1 to 10. So there's just one item. There it is, one item. This one says there are 2 items in the 1 to 10 range. Well, there's not 2 items, and this one says there's no items in the 1 to 10 range, and we can see there's 4 there. So this must be the correct graph, because it's the only one that matches this data so far. Okay. Now we might get some in a minute where we've got 2 that are the same, and we'll deal with those when we get there. This is a good example here. If it was asking for something where there were no things from 1 to 20 and no things from 1 to 20 in this one, then we'd have to look at the next one along. Okay, but in this case, it's asking from scores from 1 to 20, and we've got 18 and 9 there. So 18 and 9. So there's 2 items that are from 1 to 20. So it must be this graph, because this one says nothing. This one says nothing. So it must be this one that says there are 2 scores from 1 to 20. Okay, let's keep going. This one here, looking for scores from 1 to 5, and there's just 1 score from 1 to 5. So it could be this one, 1 score, or it could be this one, 1 score. Can't be this one, okay, because there's only 1 score. So looking between these next 2, now we can talk about this frequency thing. How many are in the next column across? So 2 and 2, so that'd be the same. So the next difference we've got is this one here, 11 to 15. So let's see how many there are from 11 to 15. There is just the 1, just 14 there. So it must be this one, because this one has got the first 2 columns the same as this one. But 11 to 15 here, it says there are 2. And 11 to 15 here, it says there are 1. And there is only 1 score from 11 to 15. So this is the only graph left that matches the data at the top. Okay. There are other ways of going about answering it, but that's how I would do it. I would look at the first ones and work your way along. So that's frequency histograms or cumulative frequency histograms.